to tell you today that Welder Mewtwo is not dead, baby. It's just got to adapt. And we've got some cards to adapt it with. Let's have a look. Hey there guys, just before we get into the video, if you're part of the 60% of people who watch these videos and aren't subscribed, come on now, do yourself a favour. I put a new TCG video out every single day, okay? So do us a favour and hit that button. I don't think Welder Mewtwo is dead. It's not a deck that I had a particularly lot of experience with, and it's a deck that I'm still learning to play a lot, for sure. I'll make some mistakes with it for sure, but the power, raw potential is there, and its raw aggressiveness and the damage output is still insane, even though there is VMAX and stuff in formats. Let's have a look. So, we revolve around the Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX, okay? Basic Pokemon, 270 HP. With the ability Perfection, this Pokemon can use the attacks of any of your EX, GX Pokemon in play, or on the discard pile, okay? We've got our GX hack, but don't worry about that, we can't use it. So, all we're going to do is just get as many attackers and attacks at hand as possible with Perfection and pick and choose what we want. So, let's have a look at our ones that we can attack with, okay? The Turbo Strike Solgaleo is a really good one. Because it's a stage 2 Pokemon, we just dump it in a discard pile and we get to work with them. So, we've got Turbo Strike for 2 energy, you do 120. Attach 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon, okay? There's that. That's a pretty cool turn 1 attack, really lets you get a lot of energy in play. Lets you potentially set up 2 Mewtwo tag teams to get ready to go. We've still got the family Charizard from Hidden Fates with its Flare Blitz GX attack does 300 damage. Which is nuts. You know, if you're going first, if you attach 1 to a Mewtwo, a Mew, and then they pass it over to you, you can just welder attach, bang, detonate something. So that's still really good. Even though it is 300, we have got ways to make that up to get into that one-shot range. We've still got the Magcargo, the Lava Flow ability, which is 50 plus 50 for each basic energy card you discard from your Pokemon. So that's an unlimited damage cap, okay? If you have 3 energy attached and you discard them all, you do 50, 150, 200, 250. I think is that right? 50... 100, 150, yeah, you do 200, sorry, that's what I said, 200. Which is nice. So with Welder, you can just throw energy on, discard them off, and limited damage cap, really good to finish the game. We've still got the Reshiram. This is a Pokemon you can actually bench as well, so you can use it as an attacker for alternate weakness. Outrage 2 energy, does 30 plus 10 for each damage count on its Pokemon. So you know if it's tanking hits like Zacian's hit it, you can slam it back. Probably a bad example because Zacian's weak to fire, but you get the idea. Flare Strike is a flat 4 for 230. Good numbers. 230 is the same as Brave Blade, isn't it? So we know how good of a number that is. And then Double Blaze GX is awesome. Okay, you do 3 for 200, which is cool against stuff like Dragapults, provided you do 10 chip. You can just uptrade into there nicely with Double Blaze GX for 200. But if you have an extra 3, so 6 energies in total, you do 300 and you go through all effects. So everything. And against you pick up these baby Dragapults and lad like I have been today for some unknown reason. Going through that's kind of cool. So yeah. Here's one of the newer additions I'm going to get to. Incineroar-GX. This is something that I see on the Poke Beach. What Darkest Tornado lets you do, this is one of your GX attacks that's going to let you hit silly numbers. Okay? So, like if a Dragapult hit you, you go for Darkest Tornado GX, which is 50 for each damage counter on this Pokemon. Like, if you just get tapped, you just detonate everything in format, okay? So they gotta be careful. So, Incineroar-GX is kind of cool. Crushing Punch also for 3 energy does 130, and you discard a special energy from your opponent's Pokemon. So if you're playing against ADP, you can discard energy there, or you know, play against Dragapult, you can take off the horror. And you know what, turn 1 that might come up, to be honest, because you can fulfill Crushing Punch in a turn by just Welder, and then Welder for 2 and attach 1. So worth noting, Incineroar is actually low-key one of the biggest additions. This deck, and it's naughty. Got the Heatran still, Hotburn GX is still crazy, 50 for each energy you've attached to this Pokemon. On face value, that's kind of cool in Mewtwo because you are piling a lot of energy on. But when you consider you've got the Burning Road ability from this guy, you can just suck in energies from nowhere. So let's say you've gone for a turn 1 Turbo Strike, 2 energy on active, 2 energy on a bench Mewtwo Mew. You can then bench Heatran Welder to that. So there's 6 energies in play now. Switch him into the active, and now you got 6 energy there. What's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's at 300 damage. So it's just really cool to catch people off guard. And then Steam and Stomp for a flat 3 for 130. They don't really have to jump through too many hoops to do. Nice little interim number. So I've mentioned that we need to be up trading and potentially sniping stuff a little bit to bring our numbers back into range. We want to play the Galarian Zigzagoon for that. We all know what Galarian Zigzagoon does. When you bench him, you put 1 damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon anywhere you like. Okay, so let's pretend we're playing against Dragapult. Okay, Dragapult. So like I said, if they've led Dragapult, you can ding them for 10, bring it down to 200, and then you can line them up with a Magcargo Lava Flow, something like this. Okay, so that's the first thing you can do. But if they've got the VMAX out, you can just bench the Zigzagoon, Scoop Up Net, bench him again. We play Scoop Up Net to do that. So that's how we're going to really start to do the sort of early game potency that Welder Mewtwo is famous for, really. Like with this family Charizard-GX attack, you just go Headbutt Tantrum, Scoop Up, Headbutt Tantrum, bang, 300, get out my face. And at that point, Dragapult is reeling at that point because, you know, they haven't got a lot of stuff going for them. They might not have energy attached. And that way, then you can just swing in with the big lava flow. So that's how we're going to make up our damage. Other new additions, we've got ourselves the Eldegoss V. It's going to let us get back Welder or Boss's orders. Again, because we actually get reliable Gust, something that Welder Mewtwo never had as well. Never get reliable Gust and Boss's orders. We can start getting nutty with it. So Eldegoss V is good for that. Lets you keep a little bit more tempo over Power Pad as well. We've got 2 Dedenne. Now, you probably should be playing 3, but I don't own 3 on TCGO, and I ain't trading like 20, 100 packs. I'll wait for my toolkit versions. Thank you very much. So until then, we're playing 2. You could play 3 though. We've got 3 Jirachis, because Jirachi's cool to let us find our Welders, our Giant Hearths, all that, our Scoop Up Nets as well for our Goon. There you find all them. Now, I'm opting to pay the Jirachi-GX over a weak guard energy. This is obviously to combat Dragapult, Jirachi Dragapult, which is otherwise a super big problem. But so I've opted for this. We're already playing 4 Quick Ball and 4 Cherish Ball. And you could even argue putting some treasures in here as well. So I thought it's going to be a little bit easier. Granted, against Dragapult, it is like a prize liability on the bench. I understand that. But, you know, I'm choosing this. You know, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong and you want to play weak guard. And I'm not going to argue with you on that one. I just prefer Jirachi. It's a little bit easier to get out. So you can't even go down both routes if you're that scared of Dragapult. You can play like a 1 weak guard, 1 Jirachi. But I'm not with just Jirachi. 3 of our attackers, and then 1 Wobbuffet that turns off Prism Stars. Good against potentially Ditto if you catch him with a Ditto. Good against Victini, but they're mostly good against Tapu Koko Prism. So against Peepcom, you can really slow him down if you bum rush this Wobbuffet out. Okay. So yeah, that's our Pokemon. Let's have a look at the trainers. So our supporters, 4 Welder. Again, this is our sort of lifeblood of our deck. Attaching 2 fire energies from our hand to one of our Pokemon, then drawing 3. So you can see 3 energies attached in a turn. If you just Welder for 2, then attach a 3rd. So like I said, you start getting nutty with it and getting energies flying everywhere. We play 1 Professor's Research. Now again, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like I said, I'm really new to Welder Mewtwo. I don't claim this list is perfect. It's just got some ideas that I've seen, and I'm sort of got my ideas and putting them together. So, you know, 1 Professor's Research might be completely wrong. Maybe you just always want to play Welder and nothing else. Maybe you want to play like a Power Pad instead. But for now, I'm playing 1 Professor's Research. 2 Boss's Orders. I can see this as 3 just because you want to be really aggressive. But like I said, I don't know how many times you want to be playing Welder. Welder over and over and over again. But Reliable Gust is something that Mewtwo didn't have outside of Great Catcher. So being able to just gust up anything now lets you be super aggressive. So yeah, we play 2 of those. As all our supporters, we play 2 Escape Boards for our Jirachis. And other pivots like Dedenne as well. 2 switches. We play a full 4 Scoop Up Net, so we can, you know, get as much use out of Goons and a bit more movement on our Jirachis. We play 1 Reset Stamp, so when they KO 1 Mewtwo Mew, we can tag them. We can stamp them down to 3 cards in hand. Play 4 Quick Balls, just because, you know, we need to be able to not only find cards, like find our attackers, we also have to be able to discard the Stage 2 attackers and the Magcargo, get them in a discard pile so we actually use them. So, you know, 4 Quick Balls lets us do that. So does 3 Giant Hearth, Nut Stadium. You can search your deck for 2 fire energies and put them in your hand by discarding a card. So this is going to let us, this basically means our Welder is going to get full value anytime we've got this in play. which is bonkers. Or if you've got 1 energy already in hand, we can Giant Hearth for 2 more, and then we get 3 energies attached every turn, so that's nuts. 2 Pokégears just to help us find our welders a little bit more, in all honesty, because one thing about welder decks that I've learned, and I've only been playing, I haven't played them much this though, but man, sometimes you just start missing them turn after turn after turn, and there's nothing you can do, so I've opted for some Pokégears to help against that. 1 Great Catcher just to help us, you know, get sort of like the Dedenne and other tag teams, like sort of like ADPs and stuff like this. And then 4 Cherish Ball. I love me Cherish Balls. To be able to just search out everything, all our attackers, all our like stage 2 attackers as well, get them in our hand, then you can quick ball them away or Giant Hearth them away and stuff like this. And then 12 basic fire. Now, let's go on to other options. So you know there's going to be a whole host, alright? So, other options, so like Theo. Not a bad card at all. Mysterious Treasure, I think, could be really cool. Weak Guard, I've already mentioned, or even running stuff like Psychic Energy, so you can start running stuff like Venom Shot on this. Or potentially using Miraculous Duo-GX on Mewtwo. I've opted to be a bit cheeky and not run the Venom Shot and the Psychic, just because we've got Boss's Orders now, so maybe that's just as good. Probably not, but feel free to run that if you like. What was the other thing I was going to say? Weak Guard Energy, I'm just playing the Jirachi. And then a 3rd Dedenne as well. So yeah, that's my list. I think it's kind of fun. It's a fun deck to play. Like I said, I'm still learning it. So again, if the list is bad, you know, please don't blame me too much. It's just my starting point. Feel free to correct me in a nice way. But anyway, I'll shut up now, yeah? Let's get into the games. We get Andrew. We get Incineroar in the bin. It's not too bad, to be fair. I like having the energy this side of the Dedenne. Mysterious Treasure. It's like a dart box, like Naga dart box. We didn't see it. We did see Psychic Naga dart box. Okay. Hopefully we can set out tempo that. That's okay. Double energy is not the greatest. We don't want to see that one. Double energy as well, yikes, we could be in trouble. Just get down to Sneasel. That's what we're kind of worried about. Sneasel would be as a Viridian. Okay. We attach energy here, or attach energy there. Incineroar probably doesn't do us a great deal. He attaches there. Okay, interesting. Okay, we get Mewtwo off the top. Okay. Do we have a way we can detonate? We can Lava Flow this. Hopefully replace this stage. And that might actually be our best course of action. Is that the only way we can... Well, we can Hot Burn as well. Hot Burn means we don't discard our energy. Have we got switches in deck? We've got 2 switches in deck. Escape Board. We've probably won Escape Board. So do we Hot Burn? We need to have 4 energy. So actually, we can't do it with Hot Burn then. Okay. We can't do that one. So yeah, we're gonna have to something like this. Ooh. Can we boss his orders? No, we can't boss his orders. Okay. Right, so we need to just put down Dedenne. So it's hopefully be aggressive, get a staging replacement, get the Welder. So we get rid of that. Take this. Then we can replace the staging as well. We need to actually find switching card, I've just realised. We've still got nets in deck. There's a Scoop Up Net, okay. Start a wish, get Escape Board. We're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that in case it gets his Abyssal Sleep. Sleep or Paralyze, yep, that's the ticket. So we will Scoop Up Net, go into this. We'll bench this. We'll hold that for now, I think. Then we will Lava Flow. Anyway, we can get a KO, isn't that, I think. Yeah, we'll lava flow. So it's 50 plus, right? So is it all three? I think 50 plus. Can I check? Let's say people 100, 150. Yeah, it's all three. Okay. That's what Welder Mewtwo does, man. Super aggressive. Reshiram's kind of interesting. Right, so 160 HP is actually quite a lot to us to deal with. We're gonna have to go for a lava flow again. We need to like retreat into Jirachi. Retreat into Jirachi. Try and find a switch. We've got another Dedenne to start digging through. We've got a Welder, so we can like Giant Hearth energy Welder. Okay. We've seen quite a few. We've seen 4 energy though. So there's the pole. Do I be careful of the B strings? Will we enter? Oh, we're on B string turn now. To be fair. Oh dear. So it looks like we did exactly what we wanted to do. Unfortunately. Yeah, you know what? I can't feel too bad about that. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. Let's get into the next one. Okay. I got you, Kissy. I got you. No. If it's monograss, I'm thinking it's like a raw egg. So, right, we just want that Jirachi tip ball search. That is all we want. To be fair, nah, I guess we don't. We need. We haven't got no rare discard and stuff either. So, ball search into Reshiram. That would be brutal for her. Okay, that's some sort of confusion box type thing. Is that Illumise, sorry. That attacks us 1 for 20, right? Could be quite fun. Okay, boss orders is like negligible. Right, so we play this first. Take a Welder. Jirachi hit us a ball search. Quick ball. Okay. We haven't got a, oh, we have got a way of retreating. We'll ping off of this. Reshiram isn't prized. Although Reshiram actually can't attack, so maybe Hot Burn, Heatran, Steam and Stomp I should say, is the way to go. Yeah, that seems like the way to Amarillo. Okay, another Jirachi, that's cool. We'll Scoop Up Net. That's one. That goes out there. And we'll attach. We'll Pokegear. Fail that. Bit annoying. And we Steam and Stomp. Sorry, Kissy. Sorry, Kissy, babe. Oh, dear. We're just. Oof. Dear. I apologise. Hearing Bell. Okay. Mildly annoying. Not gonna lie to you on that one. That is a bit annoying. That, but you know, I'm sure you can work around it, right? We've still got like switches in deck as well. There's a Professor's Research. So I'm not sure why you ever attached a power set. I don't think the power set's confuses, does it? Or it confuses for 2. It's like 2 for 50, I think. 2 for flip a coin. That's it. So hopefully they flip tails here. That'd be fantastic for us. Maybe win the game, tails. Ooh, sorry, Kissy. Sorry. Let's just keep it moving to the next one, shall we? Flip. No, I've enjoyed not going first with Welder. If only we had Giant Hearth, it's going to be kind of lit, to be honest. Oh, we're playing against Malamar. Interesting. We let Malamar go first, so I don't know if there are greens in gym, but there's a swell. Okay. Let's have a look, see what version it is. Okay, it's the dark box version. Okay. 3 card hand, okay. Right. Have we got away? No, because you can't boss his orders and welder. What's our hand saying? I'm just thinking, do we just go for... So I think they play into Outrage quite nicely, don't they, to be fair. So maybe we just put 2 energy up here. Oh, maybe we should attack the Zigzagoon so we're going for that. I actually forgot that was a thing. Ooh, almost took 2 Dedennes. Yeah, I'm going to attach here because they play into Outrage like super well. We can threaten the triple. That seems fine to me. The big double blade, I should say. Stamp, I'm not playing that. Get a switch. We've got a Heatran. Interesting to think about for sure. We've got a Heatran switch, so we can hopefully detonate them next turn. Oh, so we actually could have had the KO if we dinked him with the goon. That is rough. Oh. Well, now we learn. Now we know. That would happen to me again, that's for sure. I have a feeling he might be going for a drag off here. Well, yeah, definitely getting a max jammer off. We need to do red and blue for that. Drag off, yeah. Which is fine by us, so we can just do something like this. See ya. we were turned late, but we got there eventually. Double Giant Hearth out of the prizes when he's got the swell. Okay. That was a jaw capture energy. That's cool. Okay, that's scary. That Umbreon Darkrai is pretty scary. Hopefully what can we do next turn? Oh, we could, we had the Heatran anyway. Right, so sorry we didn't get like particularly great games there, but you got to see the deck sort of functions, how it kind of works. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.